Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Man, it has been a freaking hot minute since the last time I filmed a video. I want to say it was 2 years ago, like easily 2 years ago, if not 3. So it's crazy that I'm back here, but I just wanted to say I'm back officially on YouTube. I have not personally decided yet how I'm gonna do this, if it's gonna be vlog style, if it's gonna be sit down videos, or if it's gonna be a little bit of both, but I figured might as well start with one of these kinds of videos, and then we'll just take it from there, because I love looking back on that year that I did daily vlogs and stuff. I love looking back on it and like watching my little tiny self like go through life. Because like my priorities were so different, my friend group, I hadn't even met the friends I call my best friends now, so it's just like so much has happened, and we'll have to go through like a debrief on what happened in Colorado. But I figured to revamp, reboot, whatever, my channel, I would start with a video about my life and who I am. So if you've never been here before, my name is Sophia Hartman. I am 21 years old. I will be 22 in a month or something like that, and which is so crazy because I feel like ancient times have arrived now that I'm gonna be 22. But I started a vlog channel on YouTube when I was 18 years old. I had just graduated high school, and yeah, I vlogged for a year, and then I moved to Colorado and I started college, and I was like, maybe I'll do YouTube when I'm done, maybe not. But now I'm like, I'm 100% going back to YouTube. So this is so exciting. A fun fact about my life that like not a lot of people know is my dad, Butch Hartman. He created The Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Tough Puppy, and Bunsen is a Beast on Nickelodeon. And he is now starting up his own entertainment company called Oaxis Entertainment, which is so exciting, and I'm over the moon about this launch and everything like that. In 2018, we had a very successful Kickstarter that we raised over $250,000 in 30 days. Never do that, but it was insane, but we did it. It was one of the greatest and most trying experiences of my family's life. But from there, we've been doing a lot of fundraising. We've shot shows. So me and my dad wrote a show together and we filmed it, and it's ready to go. So now we're just building the platform and looking for libraries to be put on the platform. So all exciting stuff. I'm so excited for Oaxis. It's gonna be amazing. Oaxis is new since the last time I was on YouTube, but I figured a good like kickoff video from these last 2 years of silence of Sophia on YouTube would be to do 10 facts. What did I write down? 10, I wrote a stupid note to myself. Don't ever do that to yourself. 10 facts about being a cartoonist's daughter. So, fact number 1, when people find out, they always freak out. So, I have a perfect example. I work at a restaurant, and nobody really knows there about my dad. Like a few people, but not many. And the other day I was at work, and all of a sudden, Sophia, the head chef, wants to talk to you. I was like, why? Usually that's not like good news when like the head chef of the restaurant wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay. So I'm like walking in the back, and I was like, hi, what's going on? And he was like, your dad created the film. All this excitement. Your dad created the Fairly Odd Parents Entertainment. I was like, oh my God. Well, first of all, thank you for freaking me out, manager. But second of all, yes, he did. So when anyone finds out about my dad, it's hilarious. They always freak out. So I'm used to it by now, you would think, and it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, it's like a cool, fun fact people find out, but I kind of love when nobody knows, because it's just, I don't know. It's nice sometimes when nobody knows and then they find out and they're like all excited and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, what a fun fact. Like, they're like, my dad's a dentist. I'm like, hey, your dad's a dentist. That is incredible. My dad just so happens to be a cartoonist. Who knew? Fact number 2, technically, I'm not famous. So let me explain this one. Technically, I'll say it again. Technically, I am not famous. So like, people find out about my dad, or they already know for whatever circumstance, and they're like, oh my God, you're famous. I'm like, hold on, rewind the phone. No, I'm not. And they're like, yes, you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Look me up in any IMDb, Google, whatever, you will not see my name. there. Maybe these YouTube videos, but other than that, Sophia Hartman does not exist on the scale of celebritism like he does. And so it's just so funny when people are like, but Sophia, like, is it hard for you to go into places? I'm like, first of all, my dad is a big name celebrity. He's not like facially recognized as much as his name is. But secondly, I'm his kid, and the last name Hartman is not like the most it's not Disney, you know what I mean? So it's just funny that people think that I'm famous. I'm like, no, he's the famous one. He knows how to handle, you know, people knowing who he is. I'm just your average Joe Schmo, Sophia Hartman. Fact number 3, taking photos of fans with my dad. Another perfect example. I have so many funny stories. So I love Disneyland. I'm obsessed with Disneyland. If you ever want to go, let me know. I have a season pass. Or not a season pass, I have an annual pass. And I have a little annual pass sticker on my car. But I love Disneyland, obsessed with it. And one day, my dad and I were coming out of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. And this man, like, ran up in front of us and he was like, "Are you Butch Hartman?" And we were like, we both answered, we were like, "Yeah, he is." He's like, "Yes, I am." And he goes, "We saw you in line." This is crazy. "We saw you in line for Guardians. And we wanted to wait because we had just got off the ride. So we waited we were in the line for like 45 minutes. He's like, "My son is the biggest fan of your YouTube channel," which I will link down below. Check out his YouTube channel. It's insane. But he was like, "We've been waiting for 45 minutes. Can we get a picture with you?" And naturally, being the unfamous one there, I'm like, "I'll take it." So I have taken hundreds, if not thousands, of fan photos with my dad. Number 4 is award shows. Basically, when I was a kid, we went to the Kids' Choice Awards, like, on the regular every single year. So it was like the big thing in elementary school. I remember in 2nd grade, this one like holds a special place in my heart because in 2nd grade, the High School Musical movies were like humongous then. And Kids' Choice Awards for Nickelodeon, every star came. So it wasn't just Nick stars, it was like Disney and whatever. But me and my little 2nd grade friends were like standing up in the rafters and lo and behold, Zac Efron walked by in front of us. And I was like, oh, so pumped. Me and my best friend at the time were flipping a lid because it's Zac freaking Efron. It was so cool. Anyways. Okay, number 5. The classic phrase that's always used for my dad is, I'm putting my phone in my lap, is, "You made my childhood. You created my childhood." And I love that, and I think that's amazing because as much as like other people say like, "Oh, you created my childhood," because how many of us between 35 and 17 grew up with "Timmy was an average kid that no one understands." So everyone comes up to him and they're like, "Oh my God, Butch Hartman, you made my childhood." And it's so funny when I hear that because I'm like, technically, he actually like really technically made my childhood. Like, to think that Butch Hartman, creator of Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Tough Puppy, and Butts is a Beast, created their childhood is insane because like he really did create mine. Like he like changed my diapers, made me lunches, like stuff like that. So it's just funny when they say that because I'm not knocking the fact that he did, yes, give them memories and help them through hard times and laughter and everything. But it's so funny because I can like relate to them on a different level. I'm like, he created both of our childhoods. Number 6, easy birthday presents. Saved my life multiple occasions. Forget to get someone a gift. This is me. Forgot to get someone a gift. "Dad, can you draw so-and-so really quick?" Terrible. Terrible. But it's not impersonal, I wouldn't say, because technically it is a hand-drawn design by Butch Hartman. And yeah, so basically, if I ever needed a birthday card or an easy gift that I could just get out the door or whatever, he always had the goods ready to go. Okay, the battery just died, so if the angle looks like slightly different, apologies, but it just died. And my card was also full, so I put in a new card and my battery is like still on the low. So we're gonna wrap this up really quickly, but I think I was on 7. Oh yes, number 7. Fact number 7. Creative holidays. Christmas is like the party at our house because my dad comes up with these scavenger hunts, even to this day. 21 years old, still do scavenger hunt. It's very fun. And I'm like, do this for my kids when they're younger or when they're born and arrive on the scene. But basically, he does these like just full out scavenger. We had a scavenger hunt one year. I was in high school. I think I was like 14. And it was a driving scavenger hunt. So like my sister had just gotten her license and he's like, "You're gonna drive us all around town." So we literally drove 30 minutes away, we picked, and I was like, when at night? He had already had things taped to these landmarks where we were driving. I was like, when did you leave the home on Christmas Eve and go tape things around town? It was just the funniest. So like, he's insanely creative when it comes to holidays. He does like little like word scrambles that you have to like figure out. It's very creative. So Christmas is the biggest one. Thanksgiving, there's not really like a big thing to do on Thanksgiving or like Halloween, but Christmas is a huge one. Scavenger hunts all the way. He's like floated things in our pool, like just crazy. And I'm like, Dad, please bless your grandchildren, my children with these one day. Okay, number 8. Fun fact about me / fun fact about being a cartoonist daughter is Fairly Odd Parents is exactly my age. So I was born December 21st, 1997, and he sold Fairly Odd Parents, I want to say either 2 weeks after I was born or 2 weeks before. I forget which one. But me and Fairly Odd Parents are like the same age. I will admit that. It's a very cool fact to have because other than SpongeBob and The Simpsons, Fairly Odd Parents is the longest running cartoon on the air right now. So like, crazy, right? Number 9, about being the daughter of a cartoonist. Butch Hartman can quote everything. Movies, TV shows, radio, like songs, lyrics, like the reason all these cool things are on my wall, he got me half the vinyl that I listen to. But he can quote anything, and he can also do like crazy impressions, like vocal impressions of people. His Michael J. Fox impression is like too good to be true, and sometimes I'm like, you have to stop doing that because I feel like Michael J. Fox is in the room. But he can do, I'm talking like, he can go anything, you guys. What's a good example? He and I will go back and forth because I have his like weird like analytical brain, and like we both kind of have like semi-photographic memories and phonographic memories as well. I have to do things as I hear them. I cannot go like, oh, maybe it sounded like this. I don't forget lyrics. I don't screw up lyrics. I won't sing if I don't know the lyrics. Like that's how just freakish our brains get about it. But he will quote me Seinfeld or King of Queens or Friends is a huge one. He'll quote movies, Back to the Future. He'll quote Lost. He'll quote, there's just so many. Star Wars all the time. Like he'll quote Disney to me. I mean, I'll quote Disney back to him because I know it like the back of my hand. But still, he can quote anything. So that's just a fun fact. If you ever meet him in person, be like, hey, do your Jerry Seinfeld impression. He'll do it probably. Number 10. So people are like, what's it like having a dad that's a cartoonist and he's famous and he's in Nickelodeon, blah, blah, blah. And this is like the coolest fact I would say of all the 10 about being a cartoonist daughter is that he's just dad. Like think about, okay, a Kardashian or whatever. Kim Kardashian's children do not know anything else other than the life that her and Kanye lead. Like they aren't going, oh my God, at 2 years old, my parents are so famous. No, it's mommy, hold me. Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, I want a snack. Like, it's the same thing with my dad. And I'm not diminishing his fame at all because he is very well known and it's so cool. And like, that part didn't hit me till I got older. And even as I get older, it still hits me in different ways where I'm like, oh, he's just dad to me. Like, he's the guy who came to all my piano recitals, took me to karate, like gave me the vintage toys I have on my wall, like inspired me to watch the movies I do, listen to the music I do, just like down the line. He's just so my dad and I love it. And that it's almost like that is just like a cool characteristic. And I never diminish like what other dads do because what your dad does is like so special to him. And it's so special to you. It's how you grew up. So anyways, that's 10 facts about being a cartoonist daughter. I am so happy that you guys got to be here and got to watch this. Thank you so much for being involved. Like I said, my YouTube channel is coming back. I'm very excited about it because now that I'm older and YouTube has changed so much since I used to vlog and do everything that I used to do, and so I'm just excited to kind of hop back in the game. I want my family to be able to watch, like, who doesn't live around me, like, oh, what did Sophia do? So anyways, kind of a long rant, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just so grateful that YouTube is a medium that I can use in this modern age to just express what I feel about things, you know, share with you guys love and happiness, and that you can be an exciting, amazing, conquering, powerful person. And so yeah, we're gonna get into more of that stuff later in later videos, so you're gonna have to stay tuned, turn on your post notifications for me, turn the little bell on, subscribe. If this is your first time, welcome again. But I love you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Oh, dumb, I found it. Bye, love you.